I'm your host Bharat, and we're doing a live stream for the first time. We're going to be doing an episode of Trending Now. I'm so looking forward to it. We have three really interesting stories that we're going to be talking about. We're, of course, going to be talking about what Jemimah Rodriguez did yesterday. She's, of course, created history. We're going to be talking about the same. We are also going to be talking about two big Hollywood actors who are going to be part of two big Indian movies. Of course, that's something we're going to be getting to. And we are also going to be talking about the first look of Avengers Doomsday. When can we expect the first teaser of Avengers Doomsday is something that we're going to be talking about. For all the people tuning in, you could just say hi. I would just want for a few people to get started in the comment section, and then we're going to be continuing with things. How's everyone doing, man? Friday evening, we're feeling the energy. I am so excited to be doing this live for the first time. So I would really love your support. I would really love all the love coming my way. Y'all can tell me what is it that y'all are planning to do in terms of the weekend that y'all are going to have, and what do you think about Jemimah's performance yesterday? It is something that has taken everyone, by surprise pleasantly, and everyone is really elated that India is qualified for the women's World Cup. Of course, the finals of the women's World Cup. So that's something that we're looking forward to. Would really love to know your thoughts on that. I'm really looking forward to this really interesting time in Indian cinema because we are no longer limited by region. We have pan Indian movies that are taking place. We have people from all parts of the country making movies together. We've, of course, had examples like Bahubali, Pushpa. We've, of course, had the likes of War 2, where we have a big Hindi actor collaborating with a big South Indian actor, that being Mr. Junior NTR, who had one of the biggest movies that Indian cinema has had, that is RRR. And now we have some bigger actors from the Western world that are going to be coming to the Indian scheme of things, the Indian cinema scheme of things. Of course, Don Lee, who's supposedly going to be a part of Spirit, directed by Sandeep Reddy Wanga. Well, this movie is going to be starring Prabhas and many others. And Will Smith is in the reckoning of starring in Allu Arjun's new movie, which is a collaboration with Atlee, of course. Atlee, who directed Jawan and one of Shah Rukh Khan's biggest movies of all time. Really looking forward to this. We're going to be getting to it. I would love to know what do you think about Jemimah's performance yesterday. You can let me know in the comment section. Sorry, I called her Jemimah. Jemimah Rodriguez, of course, created history yesterday with her brilliant knock, 127 not out in 134 balls. And of course, our captain Harmanpreet Kaur scoring 89 of 88 balls. What an interesting time for Indian cricket, and more power to the women who are making it all possible. I am so happy that we've qualified for the finals of this very tournament that is taking place in our country. It is a really interesting time, and I know that this is going to be a landmark moment. A lot of people are comparing this knock to the knock of Mr. Kapil Dev in '83. Of course, the semi final that was not televised. If you've seen 83, you know what I'm talking about, and that's exactly what we're going to be getting to. Well, a really interesting time, and yeah, I'm so looking forward to. Let me know what are your weekend plans, guys. Let me know what are your weekend plans. We're of course going to be continuing a conversation here. I'm here for a while, but I would love to know. Of course, we've got Yash Luthra, Ines, Akriti. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hi, yes, real OG. I completely agree with you on that, Yash. A real OG, and if you see this, this is a Halloween makeup that our content at Jyotika has done. Of course, happy Halloween to all of you who celebrated. It's a very interesting time. I'm wearing my specs so that I can see. Very humble, and loved how she spoke about her mental health and struggles as well. Very brave of her. All the youngsters will benefit from this. I completely agree with you on that, Ines. She's really created history, and that's something that you will also read on the thumbnail. But yes, it takes someone of true character to crusade an innings through for such a long time. For someone who has that conviction. Of course, she batted on an unusual order. Of course, she bats in the deeper end of the middle order, but she came earlier and she proved her mettle, and she of course crusaded us through alongside our captain Harmanpreet Kaur. So really important time. Of course, yes. Yes, Luthra saying Australia felt the horror. Yes, combining the both. Australia did celebrate Halloween really today. I mean, they celebrated it yesterday as well, but they're celebrating it today as well. Yes, happy Halloween. One of the best matches ever. Jyotik, I completely agree with you. And I know that you're going to be watching the finals, so we would love to get a lowdown on that as well when you do so. Our men could never, I believe many more young girls will now take cricket as a sport. I feel, Ines, I completely agree. Let's not get into the comparison aspect of it. I feel, the women doing it on their own is something that we should celebrate at this point of time. And hats off to you, the women of our office. And hats off to you, I said the women of our office, the women of the Indian women's cricket team, of course. We have so many fine players, of course. Really hope that Pratika Rawal recovers soon. She's been phenomenal throughout the tournament, and we've had some really great displays of team spirit in this very tournament. But now that we've spoken about Jemimah, let's get to something that I was talking about earlier, and that is, of course, cross pollination that's happening in cinema at this point of time. We have some big actors, of course. Will Smith, if you excuse him of the Chris Rock slap, he's a big movie star. I've loved his performance as Deadshot in the Suicide Squad. We've all loved Men in Black. We've all loved Bad Boys. We've all loved Hancock, I Am Legend. He's also put out some wonderful music. He also released an album most recently. So, really looking forward to that. Here for Bharat Indian women. Hello, Rohan. Yes, Rutra. I please give tickets to watch World Cup final match. The tickets are not available anymore. I think Jyotika Bijlani is the person that you all should be reaching out to because she is clearly going to watch the match. So, Joe, I think it's your turn to tell other people. Tickets are sold out. Yes, it's such a heartening sight to see because people are really getting into the act now. People are realizing that these women are completely worth your time, watching them, supporting them, cheering for them. Like Ines mentioned, of course. Uh, the men's cricket has really dominated the sports sphere in our country. It's been the most popular sport, the Indian men's cricket, but I think it's time for the women to also give a head on competition in terms of viewership, ticket sales, and whatnot. But yes, coming back to what I was talking about, we were, of course, talking about something that we all are really looking forward to. And for all the South Side lovers, of course, the southern part of our country has been making some phenomenal cinema, some path-breaking cinema, be it Kannada cinema. Of course, we've had the likes of KGF, Kantara Chapter 1 most recently. We've had some phenomenal movies in the Tamil sphere as well. And now Telugu and Malayalam taking the center stage. Malayalam is, of course, known for being the most critically acclaimed, but now we have some huge stars who are flocking here. Don Lee is going to be a part of Spirit. If you've seen Train to Busan or if you've seen Eternals, this Marvel movie which has some phenomenal actors, including Angelina Jolie, he is reportedly going to be playing the big bad, the villain in this very movie. Enrique will now collab with SRK for his new movies. There are rumors. Yes, I'm really looking forward to that. And if I'm not to be mistaken, Ed Sheeran has already recorded a song for that, Ines. So if you look at the BTS of Sapphire, you get to see Ed Sheeran with Siddharth Anand, who's the director of King. And I'm really looking forward to that because we've had Akon collaborate with Shah Rukh Khan in the past. We, of course, had Diplo collaborate with Shah Rukh Khan in the past. So it only makes sense because he's a global star. He's probably the biggest star in the world. So we are so proud to be in the same country that Shah Rukh Khan lives in. Yeah, really looking forward to that. And Will Smith and, of course, like I mentioned, Will Smith and Don Lee are going to be a part of two really big movies. Allu Arjun is collaborating with Atlee. Allu Arjun is, of course, Pushpa for all of us, and Atlee directed Jawan, and they both are collaborating on this really big sci-fi VFX heavy movie in which Shah Rukh Khan is also reportedly going to be there. What is the release date for Doomsday? So Doomsday is going to be releasing on December 18th, 2026, Jyotika. Really looking forward to that because this is the biggest movie that there has ever been. It has a mammoth cast. We have a whole chair cast reveal video, and then there is another set of actors that they've not revealed in this movie, and this is going to be a two-movie saga. Just like Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. This is going to be the conclusion of the multiverse in Marvel, and there's definitely going to be a reset. We have Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Doctor Doom. He's, of course, not making a comeback as Iron Man, but you never know. In Secret Wars, a lot of people are speculating that he might be coming back as Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, but he's going to be playing the big bad and someone who is even a bigger threat than Thanos, and that has to be Victor Von Doom. that Robert Downey Jr. is going to be playing. And yes, I'm so looking forward to it because it's going to be part of another Disney movie, Avatar Fire and Ash, the third part of the Avatar trilogy. Of course, there are two other more movies that James Cameron has shot in motion capture. He's been working on these movies for the last 30 years. After Titanic, he directly directed Avatar in 2009. So Titanic released in 95, if I'm not to be mistaken. And then we, of course, had Avatar 14 years later, and it turned out to be the highest grossing movie until Avengers Doomsday dethroned it many years ago. And now, yes, because Disney basically owns everything, we're going to be having the teaser, the first teaser, almost a year ago. You have to imagine this is how big the movie is, that you will have to release a teaser a year before because people can't contain their excitement. Of course, there's been a delay in both the Avengers movies, Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. They were supposed to release in May 2026 and May 2027, but that's changed for now. So yes, really looking forward to this, and we're going to be concluding this live version of Trending Now. I really hope that you have a wonderful weekend ahead, and happy Halloween to you if you celebrate it. If you see that I have this paint on me that our content at Jyotika has done, it's keeping the theme and the spirit of Halloween intact. So yes, I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to the fact that the Indian women's cricket team could be lifting the cup the day after tomorrow. Really looking forward to that. Can't wait to talk to you all about it. Can't wait to discuss it with you all very soon. And yes, the heritage Adda is saying, will Indian culture be incorporated? Are we talking about the Atlee movies, or are we talking about Don Lee? Could you just clarify that? I would love to talk about that with you further. The heritage Adda. Well, yes, we're almost towards the end of today's live episode. We've been live for more than 12 minutes. Thank you so much for making this conversation so engaging. It doesn't feel like I'm yapping in front of a screen at this point of time. Thank you so much for taking the time, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we'd love to take your last questions and any movies upcoming or thinking about it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the beauty of Indian movies is that we represent Indian culture. If you look at Kantara, for example, it's of course gone into these fables that are known to a certain region and have taken it to the world, and are really basking in the glory of India's storytelling at its finest. So kudos to Rishabh Shetty and everyone who's representing our culture by the means of their story. Everyone needs to be authentic as a storyteller. So whoever's managing to do that, salute to you. Well, yes, we're going to be on for one last minute. If there's anything that you all want me to talk about, Kantara is love. Yes, absolutely agree with you. I would actually love to know from you all. Do you all prefer the first part of Kantara or the second part, which is basically a prequel? It's called Chapter One. It's the second movie. We can really get a poll on that in the comment section. Let me know what's your favorite Kantara movie. Also, by the way, I had the good fortune. Hey, is that news about Vidhu Jambal being cast in the? Yes, that's absolutely legit. Yes, Rohan, he is a part of Street Fighter. He in fact posted with the cast as well, and he's one of India's finest martial artists. That being Vidhu Jambal. Of course, we have the Tiger Shroffs of the world, but Vidhu Jambal is no less, and he's been a huge part of the Southern movies, and then he was a villain in Force, and yes, he's a force to reckon with. Oh, Jyotika is saying both the Kantara movies are her favorite. Okay, lovely, lovely, lovely. I would love to hear some more answers. What do you all think about the Kantara franchise? You all, because whatever I've heard, and this is a clear testament to Rishabh Shetty's brilliant storytelling, that people are saying that the second part is even better than the first part, and the first part has got so much love. And to outdo your own work is truly brilliant. So kudos to you, Rishabh Shetty. This man writes his own movies, acts in his own movies, directs his own movies, and has really come from humble beginnings. So absolute respect for him and his storytelling. Yes, guys, one last minute. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope you have a wonderful Friday ahead for all the people tuning in right now. Wonderful weekend ahead. Hope you all celebrate Halloween if you all like to. And I am having a Halloween paint on me at this point of time. Do you know Rituparno Ghosh? Yes, I do, of course. I think the last 40 minutes of part 2 is brilliant, but part 1 will remain very special. So, interestingly, when I joined Radio 1, which was almost 3.5 years ago, Kantara part 1 had released. Kantara had released. This is chapter 1. But yeah, to see this in this span of my journey here is so cool. Yes, I think having a compelling conclusion to your movie is also really really wonderful, because a lot of movies set up to something, and I think a movie that has really managed to do that in the recent past has to be Chava. The last 40 to 45 minutes of Chava are absolutely engaging. The whole torture sequence is so brilliantly done. So kudos to Lakshman Utekar, Vicky Kaushal, and Vineet Singh, and Akshay Khanna, who was brilliant as Aurangzeb. Yes. Okay, guys. One last minute. I've been saying that for a while, but one last minute for sure. We are way over time now. We've been on for more than 15 minutes or so. But yes, we are coming to an end. Thank you so much to everyone who's tuned in. And yes, as all of you all, close your office laptops and go back home if Saturday is not working for you. I really hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead and it recharges you and, rejuvenates you for the Monday that's coming and the week that's coming. Okay, guys, I think it's time for me to say adios, amigos. Had a wonderful time. I will see you all very soon. This is something that we tried for the first time. We have never come live on YouTube before. We've had thousands of videos that have come by the means of our YouTube channel, but this is the first time we are taking trending now as a live discussion thing. So, looking forward to more of these and looking forward to your participation. Tell your friends that we do this. As of now, we're doing this every Friday at 6 p.m. If you all can tune in, I really appreciate it. Tell your friends, tell your family, share this. Let's create this discourse and have topics to discuss about and have better lives. Well, I will see you all. I'm Bharat, and see you next Friday at 6 p.m. Bye bye.